Shalom, Israel. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BASHAM, Rakah, Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who teach and rule well at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations, and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. I'll title this one, The Elect. This is for the elect, because we're coming up on the time of, the Lord, YAHAWAHSHI, the Lord's return. The prophecies are they're speeding up. The time has just sped up. And like Apostle Tahar said, as far as, coming into the new year, the year of turn up. And this is definitely the year of the turn up. YAHAWAHSHI has turned it up to a whole nother level, and I was looking at the news earlier, and you have, it's Esau versus Esau here in America right now. Without a question. It is Esau versus Esau right now. It is white race versus white race right now. In America right now. They got that Joe Biden in them, and they're trying to convict and trying to accuse Donald Trump of, pretty much, being the leader of storming that, that White House like that. It's Satan versus Satan at this point. And right along with all that, you have all these different plagues that's happening. America Babylon is on a tipping point right now. It's about to fall out the bottom of the bag. It's like getting a bag of groceries, and you have a paper bag, and you got you got a couple things of milk. You got one little paper bag, and you got a couple things, a couple gallons of milk. You you got some waters, your bottles of water. You got a handful of canned goods. You're just trying to stuff everything in that, and then when you pick it up, it just fall out the bag. You pick it up to carry it, it fall out the bag. And that's where it is at this point right now. The gas prices, the prices for food right now, it's through the roof right now. And they constantly keep feeding this shrinkflation, because the supplies and the food are shrinking. It's gonna be real interesting to see, when we get to October, November, on how this thing is gonna unfold. And we already know how it's gonna unfold. It's gonna be chaos. America is one disaster away from all hell breaking loose. You got this problem with that baby formula. And these are just little fanners that the Lord is sending, little different plagues around America, and it's just gonna spiral out of control. But ultimately, we have to keep an eye on is that charagma, because that charagma is coming. They're gonna make this thing to where you're gonna have to depend on the government. You're gonna have to depend on Esau. This is the future. They're gonna take away all the things that you love to do, and you're gonna have to go through Esau. You see? But you got pestilence and you got famine coming. This famine and pestilence are for you 2/3 Jakes and for you other nations. But the elect is going to be protected. You know, they're gonna, you know, soon here they're gonna bring this military in, and they're gonna start blocking stuff off. You know, the military's already in position. It's just when that chaos start, so they can just start blocking things off. You know, things are gonna spiral completely out of control. The Lord said he's coming like a thief in the night. So you don't know when a thief is going to break in your house. All of a sudden, all hell is just going to break loose. And those that are not of the elect, they're going to be out there. And a lot of Jakes are just out there, you know, trying to live their best life. So let me get a couple scripts and we'll close out. But the time that we're coming into is chaotic. It's a time like never before. We're going to go to 1 Peter and we're going to go to 4:17. It's some rough, dark times coming. But the elect is going to make it. But it's going to be rough. 1 Peter 4:17, and it reads, "For the time is come that judgment must be..." Salakia. We'll go with that. We'll start at 17. We'll start at Salakia. 1 Peter 4:17. "For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahawah," which is Jacob. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Judgment is here. "And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of YAHAWAHSHI?" You see? You know, it's gonna be just pain and suffering for those that don't obey this gospel. Because the Lord's chastising the hopeful elect right now. He's chastising them, putting them through different little trials and tribulations, you know, financially or, you know, medically, or, you know, however the Lord has it, you know. But those that don't obey the gospel in this time coming, is going to be extremely pain and suffering. 19, "Wherefore yeah, 1 Peter 4:18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved." He said, "And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?" So the elect is they're gonna scarcely make it. They're gonna scarcely be saved. You know, the elect is we're gonna see some stuff, but it is you know, scarcely. You know, our scarcely and the Lord scarcely is two different things. You know, we're gonna be put into some tough positions, but that scarcely is the ultimate word. That scarcely. We might, in this time that's coming, we might have to face or you know, be surrounded in the woods, sleeping in the woods, us and our family, and it might be you know, a pack of wolves, or, you know, some wild animals that we gotta kind of, you know, sleep around. But the Lord, you know, is protecting us. And your family might be scared to death. Or we might be put in a position where, you know, we're surrounded with nowhere to go. And it can happen multiple times where You know, a group of people might be trying to kill us or eat us or something, you know, or even Esau and his troops, or however the Lord want to do it. But that scarcely saved it, be saved, you know, where you're just, scarcely. There's some real scarcely times coming. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? The Lord's going to do away with these people that are not obeying the gospel. He's going to do away with them. We're going to go to Jeremiah. I don't want to make this too long. I'm going to Jeremiah, see how the Spirit goes. Jeremiah 30. We're going to go to Jeremiah 30 and 7, and it reads, we'll go Jeremiah 30 and 5. Jeremiah 30 and 5. And it reads, for thus said YAHAWAHSHI, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Because the Lord's not bringing peace. You see? He told you he's not bringing peace, but rather division. 6. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Yeah, because this is how much pain and suffering is coming. You know, people are going to be hurt. You know, men. You know, they're going to be hurt like a woman having a baby. Pain, suffering that you're going to have to go through. We all know how much pain a woman, the look on her face and how she feels when that baby is coming out. A woman with kids can tell you how much pain that is. That's how the Lord is telling you, men, that's how they're going to be. 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And that's that elect. He shall be saved out of it. This time of Jacob's trouble is fastly approaching. You know, we're one disaster away from this Jacob's trouble blustering out, you know, to taking place. Because right along with you know, them shutting down the banks, or you know, the food getting extremely low and the prices getting outrageous to a point where now you're paying, you know, 30, 40 bucks for a loaf of bread, or 50 bucks for a loaf of bread. A case of water costs $100. You know, we're at a point where it's just getting out of control. We're one step away from this. You know, job layoffs, or, you know, one disaster away. But that Jacob's trouble is on his way. But he said, but he shall be saved out of it. And that's that elect. Because all hell's going to break loose. You're going to have malicious groups, hate groups. You're going to have food riots. You're going to have sedition amongst men. People are literally going to be breaking into people's homes. You know, cities are going to be stuck in darkness, no power. I mean, all hell is going to break loose here. And we still haven't seen exactly what the full-fledged effect, how this C-19 is going to cause, because there's something behind that, because there's something in it. So, you know, in this time to come, people could turn into, you know, animals. They're already starting to trip out, but it, you know, as time goes on, it's going to be revealed. Let me go to Isaiah 11 and 16. You know, it's a lot a lot of danger and violence and chaos coming down the pike. You want to be protected. And ultimately Esau coming, because them army troops, you know, them troops is gonna set up, and they got these camps already built. You know, when all hell break out, is you know, Esau and them gonna be ready. They gonna be ready. As far as the military and the government, they're going to be ready, and they're going to be coming after the people, and mainly you Jakes. Ultimately, trying to put you up in these camps when the cities start getting burnt down and busted up and stuff like that. You know, yeah, they're gonna be snatching you Jakes up. That Jacob's trouble is fastly approaching, right along with that charagma. That's CHIP. Where was I going? Oh, here we go. Isaiah 11:16, and it reads, "And there shall be an highway for the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, like it was to Israel in the day that he came up out of the land of Egypt." You see, and ultimately, see, the Lord's he's preparing a way for the elect. He said, "And there shall be a highway for the remnant." That remnant is the elect of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, which would be America, mainly, and across the globe too, but ultimately here in America. You Jakes, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Like it was to Israel in the day that he came up out of the land of Egypt. You see? And ultimately that's being beamed up into them chariots. Because when them ICBMs hit, you know, the elect is going to be beamed up. That's that highway. Because ultimately that World War III, them nuclear missiles is coming. But, you know, and during that Jacob's trouble and in this time that we're coming into, you know, let me close out with this. Isaiah 59 and 19, and it reads, I'll close out with this. "So shall they fear the name of Yahawah from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of YAHAWAHSHI shall lift up a standard against him." 20, "And the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob saith YAHAWAHSHI." You see that? So, you know, when the enemy come in like a flood, that's when the Lord's going to lift up a standard, and some of these elect men are going to have spiritual power. They have full-fledged spiritual power, and like the Lord said, he's sending fishers to roughly paraphrasing it, fishers to fish. As far as to fish, bring the elect in, but in a minute he gonna turn hunters to hunt, and he's gonna and they gonna, and that elect they're gonna have that spiritual power. They're gonna turn into hunters, and they're going and they're gonna they're gonna nail you wicked, evil, demonic people down to the ground. That spiritual power is coming. That elect, that's going to the elect, that spiritual power. All these spiritual movies, or Salakia, all these superpower movies and stuff that's going on, the Supermans, the Batmans, the Iron Mans, the Captain America, the Thor, the Marvels, what's that other movie? Brightburn, all these different movies that are coming out. That's the elect is going to have that spiritual power. That's why the Lord said that when the enemy come in like a flood, he's going to lift up a standard, and they're not going to be able to deal with this elect. You're going to be trying to shoot at the government, the military, try to shoot at these men that got spiritual power. They're just going to go right through them. You're not going to hit them, not going to be touched, not going to be phased. But the elect is going to make it out of this. And this is who the Lord is coming back to save, the elect. And some men of the elect are going to have to be martyrs, and they're going to have to be put down and die on this side. But when the Lord, his return, they're going to be the first fruits and get beamed up. The Lord promised them 100-fold. They'll be the first ones to get beamed up in that first resurrection, or in the second coming of YAHAWAHSHI. They'll have their place in the kingdom already signed, sealed, and delivered. Those who die for the Lord, the martyrs over here and around the globe of Israel. But the elect is going to be, we're going to be saved. Lord willing, I'm part of the hopeful elect. But like Peter said, the righteous, the elect shall scarcely be saved. So we're going to go through some stuff that's going to shake us up, but we're going to still endure. The hopeful elect. It's some very tough times, dark times, and rough times that we are going to have to endure and go through. We might be separated from our families. We might witness our children get killed in front of us, or, these are the things that's coming. Scarcely be saved. The righteous, the elect shall scarcely make it. That's a real tough pill to swallow when the Lord is saying that the righteous shall scarcely be saved. So, you in this time coming, you have to put on the whole armor of God. No gun is going to save you, no knife, no weapons, none of that. You're gonna have to have his word sealed in your brain, and doing thus said the Lord, and believing and standing on his word no matter what, putting on the whole armor of the Lord. So, I seen that earlier, and the Spirit hopped on me. I wanted to go in on that. Adoram Ratazah, come back with another lesson. Hopefully you're edified. But I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BASHAM, Rahah Quadash. Shalom, Israel.